Greetings, everyone. Here we go. Another day, another painting. This is still life composition from 1991, 22 inches by 30 inches. Oil painting on a gessoed surface, 140-pound watercolor paper. Makes a very nice painting surface. Paper will last as long as canvas, especially when protected by the layer of gesso, which is a prime coat. So you're looking at a few hundred years of life at least. And you can frame it like a watercolor with 3-inch mat, 2-inch mat around it, nice simple frame. And you have something that will be doing its dance on your wall for many years to come. And I really enjoy this composition. It's very surreal. You can see the freshness of it, the immediacy of the expression. Let's take a little bit of a closer look. You can see how the brush relates to the paint, the immediacy of the brush and the color. Nothing is meticulously rendered, and yet everything is done with an integrity and authenticity of directness. And it's those qualities of directness that I love the beauty of, and trying to get you to see that immediacy, the organic quality of that immediacy, in the same way you might listen to someone performing a piece of music, improvising on the piano, that sort of thing. That's what we're looking at here. Just like at this panel we're looking at here. You have this beautiful relationships of tones, the light green, the light yellow ochre, the deeper ochre, the blue line, the blue, just in this one little section of the painting. You have a very beautiful color harmony, and you can see the immediacy and it's paint and it's brush, and that's what I love. The painting, that's what I call a painting. It's just as important as the picture. It's more important than the picture, actually. The picture element is one, maybe a 20th of the value of the painting. Finally, you have brush, you have color, you have the motif, the subject matter, and you have the personality of the artist, which determines a lot of how that is and how that goes down. So it's an entertainment, and it's a performance. Yeah. Very, like here you got the blue square rectangle in relationship to this orange ochre square rectangle, and everything moves. The reds in the middle area of the painting, the beautiful violet, the beautiful green of the apples, the violet of the shadows, it all harmonizes, it all moves, it's all music. It's supposed to entertain you. It's supposed to be able to look at it, receive the vibrations of it as you would like listen to a piece of music. And then, if you had something like this on your wall and you just contemplated it every day for a minute or two, and it will deepen for you. But the point I'm saying is, it gives you that little rush of energy every time you look at it, once you're tuned into its value. The music of it, the composition, the directness, the spontaneity, the harmony, the rhythm. You tune into that, you receive it, and it entertains you. You put a quarter in a jar every time you get a little bit of entertainment. See how much money you have at the end of the year. You start to begin to understand the value of a painting. And if you don't look at it enough to have a few $100 in that jar at the end of the year, with simply a quarter of entertainment value every time you put your attention on it, well, then you probably should get rid of it and find something that does work for you, that does make you feel like, wow, this is really fun to look at. This moves me. It's, you know, not because somebody else tells you it has value, but because you actually see it and feel it. Damn. Oh, excuse me. I rant. Forgive me. I rant. Anyway, this is very much of a fun composition, a beautiful painting, a beautiful composition. One of my quotes from the Notes of a Painter, from my early part of my expression, I say, a painting is a doorway into psychological spiritual space. It is an expression of transcendent form which opens out into the infinite. What's this transcendent form? Color and brush, they're archetypal realities. The world is an archetypal reality. And what you're looking at is that kind of expression with the understanding that color has that eternal profundity, and the brush has that eternal profundity as well. The brush meaning the tool of expression. And it could be, in the primitive situation, it could be just a reed of grass and a bit of colored dirt watered down and put on a rock or something in enjoyment, which the human consciousness is going to come up with these kinds of things at whatever level of evolution it finds itself. Anyway. This is a still life painting, 1991. The Aesthetics of Spontaneity. And thanks for stopping by and having a look. Have a great day.